You know, I've been sitting here thinking and pondering about polygamy, you know? It used to be practiced in the early days, and I'm wondering, well, sometimes it's practiced now, but illegally. But I was wondering, why not polygamy, you know? I mean, think about it. You know, you have 6 or 7 women out there working in the workforce, you know, bringing home the bacon, bringing home the bacon, and then giving me the paychecks. When they get the paychecks, and then I can cash the paychecks and spend the money as I see fit. And sure, I'll give them an allowance, you know, for working. You know, they'll be happy. They'll be happy in a lot of different ways. I mean, look what they've got. You know, they would have to search high and low to find a man better than I am. You know, so I'll make all their Christmases come at once. You know, every day in every way. It's like having Thanksgiving dinner every day, because they'll be living with me, you know? And so I have 6 or 7 out there in the workforce, you know, bringing home the bacon. And then I'll have, I don't know, a couple of wives that will be making sure the house is clean, you know, the carpets are done, and the laundry's done, and, you know, shopping's done, and so forth. I'll have a couple of them that will spend special attention to my needs to make sure that my easy chair, you know, my lazy boy is clean and operative condition, you know, that I can be able to watch TV, and to make sure the TV is running properly, and that everything's good on that part of it, and that there's enough things in the fridge that I like. Now, I like A&W root beer. You know, I like that, and I have to have it. I like Zingers, you know, with the vanilla frosting on top. I like that. I have to have it. I have to have little boxes of Junior Mints. I have to have M&Ms. There's a lot of things I like. I like what do you call it? I like crackers, you know. Rosemary and what the hell what is it called? Can't even think, you know. But I like Triscuits. I think it's rosemary and olive oil. I love that. I have to have those. I have to have Oreo cookies with double frosting in the middle. And I have to have a nice supply of milk to dip the Oreo cookies in. I might have a woman that will pull apart. It'll be her job to pull apart the Oreo cookie for me, so I can dip, you know, dip the Oreo cookie without the frosting into the milk. And then eat that, and then the other side of the cookie that has the frosting on it, I can, you know, take that off, take it off with my teeth, and then I can dip that in, and you know, I have to have those things. Those things are a necessity of life for me to be happy, you know. I'll have to have at least one wife with me when I drive the car. But when I get tired, she'll take over. You know? She'll take over when I'm driving the car, maybe on a little trip or something, and I kind of get tired, and then I'll have to have her climb up on the lap, like my lap, and drive the car like a little kid, you know, like a little kid driving the car on his father's lap. But she'll be on my lap, driving the car, so I can snooze. I can have a little snooze, baby. Now, what else would there be? There'd be, of course, the nightlife. I don't mean the song, the nightlife, like the boogie on the radio. I don't mean that. I mean the nightlife, There'd be a couple of women that will make sure that my nightlife is, my needs are being met on that aspect of it, I don't mean anything dirty or nasty. I just mean I need to know that I'm loved, I need to know that I'm loved day and night. You are the one. Day and night, I am the one. That's how it should be, and it is. That's the way it is, But there's I don't know, 28, 29 women, that should cover it. That should cut it to make my life a happy life, And they'll be happy. I would make all their Christmases come at once because they're married to me. I'll go in there and I'll hold their hand, I'll rub their hair, with my fingers, and rub their back, massage their shoulders, I'll make them feel like a woman, I'll make them feel good, that they'll never want to go away. They'll always want to be with me. Why? Because I treat them like a man, And they treat me like a woman. Well, they treat me like a man, but they're women that treat me like a man, but they treat a man like a woman should. Does that make sense? I almost got tongue-tied there, didn't I, huh? But the concept of having a lot of women, now, I got divorced. I got divorced because the woman just didn't cut up, But if you have a lot of women, and then if one doesn't cut it, get her out of there. Get her out of the pack, baby. She doesn't belong, And the women, they wouldn't want to be dismissed. I can give them their papers so they can get on their way, but they wouldn't want that because they've grown to love me, of course, and they've grown to accept and to be with the other women, not in a lesbian type situation, but in a loving type situation, and it's just one, it's just one loving family, and I'm at the center of it, I'm at the center of it and always will be. But I'm thinking maybe I should, I don't know. The polygamy thing isn't a bad thing. I mean, it's not a sexual thing. It's not a sexual thing. Well, I'll have 27 bed partners. It's not designed for that. It's designed to be a community, to be I don't know, just to be a unit, a working unit of love. And, the women work good with each other. They attend to my needs. I attend to their needs. It's a beautiful thing when you think about it. Seriously. And I have the capability of loving more than one woman. I can go out any day in my area here. I can go into different stores. I can walk downtown. And I guarantee that I can find at least 28 women that I would love to marry, I would love it. At least 28. I could probably find 28 different ones in a day. Maybe more than that, So having 27 or 28 wives is nothing. I could be a happy man, baby. I mean, I'm okay now. I'm not really happy. But if I had 27 or 28 women that attended to my every need and want, and 6 or 7 are out there in the workforce, you know, bringing in the bacon. I could be a happy man, baby. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to think about this. I'm really going to think about it.